Yo, what is up, guys? We are here and we are live. Let me make sure I'm muted in Zoom. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. So, muted in Zoom. Oh, and I need to send out the Zoom. Hold on. I need to send out this to Alexis for our second game. But we are here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Let's go! I hope y'all hype, man. I'm hype. I'm ready for it. Excited to be here with you guys another day. Wait, hey, hold on. Ton to Mike in chat too. Ton to Mike. Hey, talk to him nice. What up, dog? Thanks for the 46 months. Ton to Mike. You are the best. Hey, man, hope you're doing well. What's going on, Ton to Mike? Good to have you, brother. Thanks for another month. Another one. Now I need to send it off to Alexis, who will be our expert today when it comes to talking about the product, a mental athlete. I was going to say Zoom link for today. Alexis. Oh, okay, cool. And that is... Alright, Alexis is an expert on Sage Extra. She's an expert on it. Okay, cool. So now let's get into who's fighting who today. So we had the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. I just took mine. I hope you're ready to go, guys. I took mine today. I actually missed my first dosage this morning, but that's okay. I took the second one. Was ready to go. Hope you're doing well. With that being said, guys, this is the quarterfinals here. In this quarterfinal Masters go to see who's going to the semifinals. We have Eric Liu up there playing. He's actually playing with the white pieces here. Eric Liu, who's 2368, ChessCom Rapid, and Kieran Nasta, who's 2054. But he's a strong master. Actually, he's a national master on paper. A very strong player. He was able to take down actually Grandmaster Jesse Cry. You know, in his game match, or which is a 4-game match, 2.5, wins the match, and he was able to win. He beat Jesse Cry. So here, Eric Liu is going to try and win this matchup here. 2.5, first of 2.5 wins. Starting from the beginning, we just got easy play. Knight of 3, knight of 6, c4, c5, a little symmetrical, but then goes with the g6 setup, bishop g7, g3, double fianchetto. Same, double fianchetto, very easy setup. Castles, play d5, strike the center. Take, queen takes, knight c3, hits the queen. Queen goes back, look like knight c6 is going to happen. Quite equal game. Quite an equal game. He's probably looking at stuff like knight e5, maybe trading this off and figure out what to do later. 7.5 minutes here. Eric Liu in the think tank, though. 4-game match, that is, boys and girls. By the way, since you're here and you're here watching, welcome again, guys. We are here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship, and we have free bottles going out to you guys. They are for free, absolutely free. Oh yeah, if it's free, it's for me. It's actually free, guys. So you can get your first bottle for free here by using my website. Or using my code. Basically, my code is in the website. mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. Go to the site, and it'll pop up. A pop-up will come up and tell you to get your free bottle. I'm staying hydrated. I got this today because I need to drink more water. So, that's nice. 60, it's like 64 ounces. So I'm trying to drink 2 a day. Especially because working out and lifting. And grinding and working, it's important. Stay hydrated, chat. Stay hydrated. So a3 is on the board here. Maybe for something like a b4, I could definitely see that being a thing. A good waiting move, I think, in a way too as well. Knight c6. I don't think he was intending to go knight b4 here. So a3 maybe just intending to go b4. Because a3, other than that, it's just a quiet move. And a strange move at that. It's just like, a3? What? He's being more prophylactic, which you can see that too as well. A little bit of prophylaxis. Knight c6 has been played, though. Develop that last piece. Get the rooks connected. and say it's white's turn. See how or what do they do now? D3, very natural move. Sort of Sicilian dragon-ish. White playing with a dragon bishop, but that would usually be the dark square bishop for black. Let's see what he does. I mean, maybe rook c8. You can bring the other one over to d8. I think it's a very level game. And time not so far off either. Eric has done a little bit of time, but not enough to say that black has a huge time edge. Knight d5. Trying to get rid of one of the bishops. Queen d2 says, on my terms, I'll do it. But only on my terms, says white. Could be an annoying diagonal to face with weird things like this happening. It's happening right now. Takes. Instead of allowing bishop takes g7, it might just take. There it is. Queen takes. And again, we're eyeing this diagonal. h4, h5 is a high probability and possibility too as well to try and obviously exploit the dark squares here. That was a good move. Do we just trade it all off, chat? Like, what do you think? Maybe we just trade everything. Knight takes d4. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. 95, sort of similar. After the queen moves to c7 or c8. And bishop takes. Maybe knight g4. Trying for this stuff. Easier said than done. I gotta post to socials too. Forgot about that. That's an interesting move. That move actually attacks the knight while the bishop is attacked at the same time. Six minutes, just under. He's like, yo, do I take or do I not take? There's also tricks available too. If the bishop takes, queen takes, e3 loses to knight f3 check. That is the immediate threat of knight f3 check with this diagonal. So gotta be very careful here. Eric, though, playing white, figuring out how he wants to do this. He's very, very, very calm, I can see. But he's calculating, calm and calculating. My favorite openings for white are like very aggressive things, so I can really use my sharpened and heightened focused, courtesy of Mental Athlete. No, but also, you know, it just helps enhance, especially with the ingredients of Sage Extra, Cognizin, and L-theanine. It's like a super tablet in a way. Keeps you focused and sharp. Sharp and focused. As we start a new week. Today's Sunday here, tomorrow's Monday. Back to it, guys. Whoa! Eric, definitely think about this move here. He's like, what do I do? Bishop takes. There it is. And if queen takes, well, it should be. He has to do... I was going to say he has to move something away from the checks. And he chose his king. I wonder if he could have went king at h1, though. Yeah, I wonder if he would have went king h1. Because at least the bishop covers the diagonal. You can go back to g2. But the king will be on h1 rather than f1. Now e3 can trade some stuff off. So let's go. Can it be f in 3 games in a row? I'm actually getting better. There we go. That's what I like to see. 3 games in a row, dude. Congrats. Keep up the great work. We are here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship, guys. Hope you're doing well. Ready to rock. What's up, Zach? What the next Canty Classical? I'm trying to do U.S. Masters close to the end of November there. Queen h5. That's a great move. That's a great move. Putting some pressure here. Obviously can't take it. So maybe h3 or G4. Yeah, U.S. Master Zach. Let's go. Lock in, Zach. You already know, dog. We're not playing no games, bro. Absolutely. Absolutely. We playing real hard there, man. I'm also going to be having my mental athlete, too, as well. You know, get you a free bottle, too, in chat right there. Zach, mentalathlete.gg. So that's Jim Canty. They're giving out free bottles, bro. I like to get my chess spectating in during work. Yeah, during work on the clock. You know, I'm on the clock, getting clocked in to watch some chess. That's a job right there. That's a dream job. Clocking in. Company paying on you company paying you, right, on their watch, their payroll. You get paid. Best way to do it is wait for one of the homies to have a classical event. Yeah, for sure. And then you get to wait and watch through it. With us, sure, Zach. Yeah, no. It's definitely great. Rook takes, hits the knight. I don't know, 96 or something. Rook C8, there's no good follow-ups technically. But Rook B4 hits the knight. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I saw Rook C4 happening, okay? Because he didn't want a penetration of the second rank there, which could have been quite annoying. So he goes Rook C4 and says trade him off. If Rook takes, most likely will be Queen takes. Keep the pawn ready to go here, actually, on C7. Queen C7, Queen takes A7 type stuff. We have the expert Alexis joining us. She will actually be on after the second game is over. After the second game is over. We'll bring her on to talk questions. Questions about the product, that is. Queen C5, take. Oh, now wait a second. 3. See. Feels like black is down the pawn, but they're not. Everything's even. I mean, this is our next move. Rook B7, right? B7 is a strong move. He might want to check first, then Rook B7. There are some tricks. He goes E3. First, kick the knight away. Defense mode just a little bit. I probably would have been really trying to gobble up some pawns here and try to queen one of my own. Kieran's move. That's a nice move. Rook A3 because the knight was actually trapped. Fazabine says, how you doing? I'm doing great, Fazabine. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship talking about the product, watching good chess players play. We are in the quarterfinals right now with some semis coming up too as well to see who's facing who. You're doing good? Nice. Good to have you, Fazabine. Glad you're doing well. Same amount of pawns. They're playing on. I like this. They're like, yo, I'm going to try to get something out of it, says white. And black is saying the same maybe at some point. Trying to run this A-pawn. Okay, bishop E4. Nice for the pictures and diagonals. Rook A5 hits the knight and the pawn. Not really. Yeah. Not really. A little in-game play. F4. Yeah, maybe you take and play King D3 and then E4, F4. Very, very likely, very possible. This game's still going. I'll be right back, guys. Somebody's delivering a package. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we're back. Looks like I got a little progress in the game, but not a lot. Not a lot of progress. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think this is too risky. We're taking this with check. I mean, he could. Is he really gonna go for it? That's hard to do. It's really hard to do because you do got this passer. He's going for it. He's going for it. Eric Leo is going for it. He's like, you know what, bro? I got to. Like, you can just feel it there. Eric, he's going for it. King E8 is actually an incredibly strong move. I'm not gonna lie. Challenger Duke, what's up, bro? What's good? What's going on, guys? We have the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. It is going down. I hope you're having a great one here. Check this out. Guys, we're giving out, check this, free bottles. Free! Absolutely free. All you gotta do is go to mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty and get you your bottle for free. Try it out. I highly recommend it. I dare you. I dare you. Try it out. Click the link in chat. mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. Get you a free bottle. Don't know how many are going out, so we want to make sure that you get to them fast. I think I would probably just take a draw here now. You have a lot. You got a lot, Challenger Duke. How many did you buy? How many did you buy, bro? Oh, he might be winning. Hold on now. Is he? King here, rook down, push, check. Uh-oh. Wait, who's winning? He might have a perpetual. He does. Wow, he got a draw. Woof, that was a close one. He got away. He was going for it, though. It was very risky. But it was still a draw anyway. I didn't have to buy all that many. Yeah, all random ones. All random ones. Okay. Gifts and random ones, so that's good. The gifts are always nice, right? Okay. All right. Oh, this is like a perk. Whoa. Let's see it. Oh, he played e4, knight c6. Perk by transposition. That's nice. Create a little names of his defense. You know. That's kind of nice. A little bit different. Nice job by Kieran Nasta. Able to draw that game against a strong international master in Eric Liu. A4 was played by Kieran. That stops the B5 push, which is actually a potential thing that was going to happen. And after B5, there was going to be B4. B5, B4, hit the knight, and the knight takes E4 type ideas here. What's up, Pablo Atlas? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We are here with the nice tournament. Quarterfinals of the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Use command mental in chat. It's sort of like a King's Indian now, which is sort of a Park or Peart's defense. When you're playing this against the King's Indian setup against E4. So we'll see what happened. Who won the Trough and Sherlock matchup? What was the score? Bro, it was crazy, bro. How did you miss it, Ginch? It was insane, dog. Listen, the games was crazy because it was literally like the craziest match ever. So, you know, Caden shows up, you know, game starts, and Sherlock, he actually forfeited. He didn't show up. He actually didn't show up. Ginch is like, oh, shoot. What happened, bro? Tell me, bro. You should have started openings, bro. It was nuts. He didn't show up. It was, yeah, it was a forfeit, unfortunate. He actually emailed us, though, because it's not like him to just not show up, and, you know, unfortunate. It was something with school, though, to say the least. It was a school thing, and, like, you know, he had to do, you know, school is very important. So he had to do what he had to do at school there, so we couldn't have him. He had to forfeit there. So it's all good. What's up, Ginch? Did you get your free bottle, too, bro, from Mental Athlete? Currently trying to keep up with the game explanation, although having a bit of a headache. So, hey, man, get some rest, though. Challenger dude. It makes you get some water. Stay hydrated. Too as well. Last few moves, though. After E5, there was takes, and bishop C5, which attacks the rook. Rook moves out of the way. Bishop C4, so the bishops are, you know, eyeing and frying. They're being annoying. H6, which stops knight G5. Oh, man, the bishops here are very annoying. But you got two bishops and a knight. I mean, what a combination of pieces here. Maybe bishop D7 if I'm playing black here. I really don't want to trade queens. I'm just not a big fan. Depends on what kind of position I'm in. But bishop D7, queen C8, and then bishop G4. And it also kind of aims at a bishop sacrifice if H3, but not necessarily like right now or any time soon in the future with a bishop sacrifice. H3 played, though. Stopping that bishop G4 move, for sure. So you play bishop E6, takes. Black's doing fine because we have a knight D4 type idea at some point. But white's also fine, too. Very equal game. Yeah, I do like the knight H5 to F4. I do not want to end up trading queens. I'm just going to be honest. I don't feel like trading queens at all anymore. It's still sitting there. A5, queen out of the way. Definitely can feel a queen move coming. Queen E8 with rook D8 ideas. Knight H5 to F4 is another idea. Knight D7 is another move. Hits the bishop. Blocks the queen trade. Bishop F8. That's an interesting move. Was not expecting that one. I really wanted to keep the bishop, King's Indian style. But he said, I'll trade because I want the dark squares a little bit more control of it over them. Positional type of play there. Very nice. Seven and a half minutes, though. 7.5 minutes. Takes. There we go. Queen still on the board. Because of this, I can immediately see a nice type of attacking idea for black. Rook to D8, Queen G7 type stuff. He's going with knight to d5, which I do like. The idea here is knight takes c7 if knight takes e4. Maybe he does it anyway, though. Maybe. Maybe he does it anyway.
Can I go to Ron's house?
Okay, queen to c5. Took my brain a bit. Water bottle. Yeah, you need a water bottle too as well, Challenger dude. You need a water bottle. But we're also giving a free bottles of Mental Athlete here. Right here, free bottles are going up. Free bottles. Oh, me, Z. Yo, what up, dog? Oh, Easy 707. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Easy 707. What's the dealio? How you doing, brother? We here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Right now we watching the boys play. We getting some work in. And we giving out free bottles of this new product called Mental Athlete. We bring it on an expert that's going to talk to us about Sage Extra. One of the key ingredients in this product is basically like cheat code for your brain. Sage Extra, L-theanine, cognizant. All on the site. Science checked. Good, man. Just checking in. How are you? I'm great, bro. I'm great. Oh, Meezy, we doing our thing. We doing our thing. We doing our thing. Are we really GM? Not on paper yet. Not on paper, I would say, Challenger do. But I've had performances that say otherwise, you know. My biggest actually was like over the board 2022 when I played in a classical tournament, U.S. Masters, which I'm playing again this year, where I played 4 GMs and lost to 1. OTB. You know, if that's not it, I don't know what it is, right? That's nice. Is it your own product? Yeah, it's actually, I'm partially of it. With it. In fact, I'm an ambassador, I should say, partner with the company. I use it. I actually take it twice a day. It has actually helped me immensely when it comes to focus, when it comes to staying calm and precision, I think, too, as well. So being precise with things, which helped me so much, I believe. Big fan of the product. That's why we're giving it out for free, too, as well, for you guys to try it if you really like it. Highly recommend you keep it. It's giving me an edge is the word I love to use. It's giving me an edge. I also trade in the foreign exchange markets too as well. I trade futures, you know, Nasdaq futures. My favorite thing to trade. But it's giving me an edge. I know it has because I've been just very consistent, but also locked in and calm because there's a lot of, you know, hand sweating. And like when you're playing chess against 2,800 players online, you know, 2,900, 3K, you get your hands are sweat a little bit, but I haven't had that. Just clean focus is what I've been loving. Nice, man. Congrats on the new path you're taking. Bro, it's great, man. Life's good. Getting better. Getting stronger. I'm blessed. Quantum Craze, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're in the quarterfinals, guys. Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. In it to win it. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, get your questions ready. If you have any questions, you can go to the site here. Get you a free bottle, but also check the science part on the page, mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. Get you a free bottle, but also look at the science portion of the page. And, you know, if you have any questions, we would love to get them answered today, especially with Alexis Collins, who will be coming on to talk to us about Sage Extra, one of the key ingredients or the hero ingredient in the Mental Athlete product. Mental Athlete product. Should be coming on right after the game. After game 2 here. First to 2.5 wins the mats. Very, very even game, though. King to G7. This move is nice for dark square control. It was also the king was a little bit weak. Oh, Meezy, thanks for the tier 1, bro. What's good? Oh, Meezy. Tier 1, thank you, brother. Screw it at 121. I have no idea. But you can actually ChatGPT it. I highly recommend it. I use ChatGPT almost every day. So, King G7, Queen B5. Do you like tea or coffee? I was a heavy coffee drinker. Now I've actually, the product has helped me a lot to not, to really try to stop drinking so much coffee, because what we're looking for from the coffee is just the alertness, the focus, right? Without the crash is what we would like. And that's what I got from this product too as well, which we'll talk a little bit about that, the caffeine, the difference between caffeine and our product. It helps FM killer with them. Yeah, I never wanted to be that guy, which we talked about. We had a scientist on one day. I mean, not a scientist. He was just an expert. Sam Robson. He was talking about the guy that had 6 espresso shots. I was like, dang. Imagine doing that every day, like 6 a day. And if that is you, we got to get you off of that. 6 a day is outrageous. 6 espresso shots? Espresso is crazy. And people doing that like daily. Man, that is insane. So, I can understand why, because what you're looking for, maybe a job too as well. You're trying to stay up. You could be tired. You're not sleeping well. Like, there's so many things. Okay, I understand. Working 12-hour shifts or 14 hours. Whatever that is. It's a lot. But there's got to be a better way, and I believe that is our product, Mental Athlete. I mostly like tea. There's so many varieties. Yeah, I like tea though too as well. I'm not gonna lie. I am a tea drinker. Green, lemon, ginger. I like lemon ginger with probiotics. I like lemon ginger without probiotics. I like green tea pomegranate. I like regular green tea. I like mint tea, peppermint tea. What else? Earl Grey is pretty nice. I like a little bit of mint tea. Like, bro, yeah. Tea game series. Show my appreciation for the great content you put out this year. Gonna go get ready for work. I gotta take it. I'll take a look at the link. All right, Omeezy. Hey, have a great one at work, man. Keep your head up. Have a great day, bro. Thank you, Omeezy. Thanks for being part of the stream as always. I'll see you later, brother. Okay, so takes King F6, B4, Rook to D1. Rook to D1. If I had to pick anyone in this game, it may be black, but only by a slight hair here because the king is a little bit more active. I can see King E6 and F5 being a thing as well. The rooks are nicely kind of keeping white at bay right now, but not for very long. B5 was actually a really strong move, dislodging this knight takes. Now this pawn is actually hanging, but not without this pawn hanging too as well. So, okay, maybe not that bad. Maybe I still go with the idea of King E6. If Rook takes, then I'll play Knight takes. Rook goes back, we go Knight back to C6. Ideas with F5 jump out immediately. So my your T's have some wild names. Really? Yeah, Tea time, yeah. Earl Grey is a crazy name for me. I'm like, Earl Grey, what is it? Red Ginseng? Okay. Fuji Rain. That sounds amazing. Earl Grey Moonlight. These are, where do you get these from? Yeah, that is different. That is different. I definitely used to like red tea. Now I think about it. Like cinnamon. It was like a cinnamon type of tea I used to drink when I was younger. Rook D7. I don't understand this one. Oh, I guess he doesn't want this pawn to fall through. I get it. Fuji Rain is I don't even know how to say that. How do you say that? Oolong tea? Oolong. Oh, oolong. What? I've never heard of this word before. It's 2 O's there. Rook D7 defends the pawn. I get it now. Oolong. Oh, I don't know what that is. Fuji Rain sounds great, though. That sounds like a tea I would actually drink. You sound fancy, too, when you go into a restaurant. Like, can I have the Fuji Rain, please? Yes, please. Fuji Rain with the red ginseng. Yes, please. No ice. Thank you very much. And make it snappy. Like, bro, that's how you would order it. You would be, like, very rude about it, That's how it sounds. Fuji Rain. Turkey bag. Thanks for the follow. Knight takes A5. Played. Maybe rook back to B5, as we kind of looked at this before, except the rook being on D6. So it does make sense for rook D7, so he's defending the pawn. What's good, Canty? Send me down. What up, Pub? Spew. Hello, man. How are you? Welcome to the stream, man. We are here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship, having our good time here, guys, as we're going to have an expert really come talk to us about one of the main ingredients in this product. It's on the back of our product, too, as well. It's called Sage Extra. Guys, we are about to talk to her right after this game. She's going to come on in game 2, halfway through the match, and we're going to talk about Sage Extra, one of the key ingredients in this product here. Caleb, actually our founder, of mental athlete. He went from 2,060 over the board, guys, to 2,230 FIDE in 2 months since starting mental athlete. Guys, you get your first bottle for free by using my link mentalathlete.gg/gmcanty. A lot of people didn't get this opportunity to get it for free, so we're actually able to get that to you for free for a limited time. Check it out in chat. Definitely a cheat code for the brain. Click the link. I don't even play rated chess games. Yeah, that's okay. But if you did, especially with the product, you'd be a problem. You'd be a problem. You think it's a draw here? Turkeyback says, yes. I think it's similar to a draw once again. I like this move because after pawn takes, there's maybe a knight d2. I think he's able to put this knight in the center. Why? It's hard to create some real progress when it comes to, also, it's symmetrical too. So, you know, pawns on the same side. Like, it's symmetrical and you have the same pieces. There's no real imbalance. Imbalance is how you can play for a win. Imbalance is exactly how it sounds. It's imbalanced. So, if there was a bishop versus knight, okay, cool. Maybe play on. Could be possible for some. I mean, it's still winning chances for both sides, but it's most likely to be drawn. Go viewer, thanks for the follow. Nootropics do help with cognitive function. I'm sure those are in there, especially in blitz and rapid games. Can really clear up mental fog. I'm not going to lie, Goat Viewer, you hit it right on the nail there, guys. Goat Viewer is correct. You are a Goat Viewer. Wow, man, lived up to his name. That is incredible. Yeah, you are right. I actually, I cut down my coffee intake. I'm not going to lie. When I started using the product, it helped a lot. I didn't have to use as much caffeine, to say the least. I also noticed that I was more calm in stressful situations, and I say that because I'm playing high-level chess, or I'm playing against players that are 28, 2900, 3K online, which, you know, you got one mistake, game's over type of thing. But also, I'm trading, like my other job in a way is trading. I'm a profitable trader in the markets where, you know, there's lots of money that goes through my account in seconds. You know, so you have to be able to have discipline to sit there and not do anything or wait for the right entries and be disciplined and sit there and be focused, very focused to follow my trading plan. That is so important. And I know that since I've been taking this product, I have been very, very profitable and very, very focused. And then we have a draw as well. And we have a draw. I told you. Yeah, no, you need a coach? Yeah, definitely. I can help you out with that, turkey bag. There it is. Let me actually tell them they got to pause. I think they know that, though. Okay, guys, this is the second game. That one is you guys are going to be joined by Alexis Collins here. And if you have any questions for her, she's going to talk Sage Extra. I have some questions already. We'll go about maybe 10, 12 minutes here to talk to her a little bit about Sage Extra. Were you guys able to take the product, Kieran and Eric?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Did you have any effects, Kieran?
I mean, I took it for both matches. I feel like my brain feels pretty sharp, I think. I
Okay.
mean, so yeah, and I just wanted to say I really like the taste
Yeah,
of the
same.
supplement.
I like the taste as well. A big fan of the taste. Eric, were you able to take the product?
No.
Okay. Eric, you got to take the product, Eric. You got to take it, bro. No, it's all good. Okay, so we're going to bring Alexis on. And if you have any questions for her, you can ask away. I'm going to bring her in now. And then I'm going to ask her a few questions. Chat, if you have any questions, have at it. Hello, Alexis.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
We are great. How are you?
Oh, thanks for asking.
All right, there we go. Got a full zoom there. Okay, everybody's there. Looking great. Okay, Alexis, perfect. So, tell us a little bit, Alexis, bringing you on. You're the expert on Sage Extra. So, what is it? What is this Sage Extra thing?
Sure. So, Sage Extra is an ingredient that I researched for my company to bring into the dietary supplement market. So, what Sage Extra is it's a specific standardized extract of a certain species of sage plant called Salvia officinalis. And sage has had basically traditional use for supporting memory for centuries. but I think it kind of got lost in the mix up just with ingredients coming out as nootropics. And so then looking at the history and the historical use of it, and then looking at the current clinical research, human clinical data, it's actually an outstanding nootropic. And so we were very excited to bring the ingredient into dietary supplements.
That is incredible because I'm a big fan of the nootropics myself. So we wanted to know is how does Sage Extra really help with memory and attention?
Sure, sure. So the way that Sage Extra works is it actually helps enhance your secondary memory. So when it comes to the chess playing, supplement users, this is really going to be your storage cabinet of strategy. That's your secondary memory. And that's the specific memory that Sage Extra helps enhance along with attention. And these are significant results versus placebo that occur within 1 hour of a single 333 milligram dose of Sage Extra, which is in 2 tablets of Mental Athlete. And then the mechanism by which it does that is that Sage Extra contains a multitude of compounds, but it is standardized to rosmarinic acid, which is a very potent antioxidant that works in the brain. And it also is a very powerful inhibitor of this enzyme in the brain that actually stops the neurotransmitter that's getting you into your flow state. So basically, your neurotransmitter that's getting you into the flow state will naturally be kind of cut by these scissors that your body produces, these enzymes, and Sage Extra naturally helps reduce the amount of scissors that are present in your brain so that you can stay in that flow state longer.
Wow, staying in the flow state longer. Alexis, that is awesome. Okay. Now, is there a research behind Sage Extra actually improving memory?
Yes, yes. So Sage Extra has been clinically studied in adolescents, young adults, and older adults. And in human clinical research that's published, that's accessible to you all, you can see that both the half dose, the 167 milligrams, so 1 tablet of Mental Athlete, and 2 tablets, so 333 milligrams, both produced statistically significant results versus placebo for enhancing both secondary memory and attention within 1 hour of a single dose for the 333. And then the 167 took about 2.5 hours to reach clinical significance. Ooh, and those effects remained over the entire 6 hour span of the study that these subjects were participating in.
And I know you mentioned this before, so it's a two-part question: is how is it actually made again, and then how does it work in the brain?
Sure, sure. So Sage Extra is special because we're not just sourcing Salvia officinalis from all over the world and kind of putting it together. It comes from a single proprietary source. This farm is a family farm that specializes in growing sage. So we're able to basically develop this plant from seed all the way to the shelf where you're going to be having the product. And it's made, traditionally. It's just they know exactly how to grow sage to be able to get the most potent amount of rosmarinic acid in the leaves. But then it's harvested, in a completely natural, traditional manner. It's even air dried in a barn still. That's still, a protected barn, but it's still this traditional drying of the leaves, and then through an ethanolic extraction, which again is a very traditional way of extracting the actives from herbs and plants. That ethanol extraction is then dried and you get Sage Extra as a dry ingredient.
Wow, that's incredible. I'm so glad you're doing that stuff because that's just this is ridiculous. Like what a process. So next question is, how does Sage Extra compare with ingredients like caffeine? Because definitely, look, I'm a caffeine user. I'm sure we all are. Love some caffeine. All love some caffeine. Okay, listen, but how does it compare with things like caffeine and me trying to stay awake or trying to stay alert and more focused? And I'm really not looking for the crash, and not, I remember we had a guy named Sam Robson come on that talked about a guy that used to have 6 espresso shots a day. That is incredible, and we don't want to reach that level. So let's talk about that.
So you think the 6 espresso shots is like, kind of crazy, but in a grande Starbucks, that's 2 espresso shots right there. Yeah, so I was like, I know some people who have like 2 ventis in a day, and then that's 6. Like you're done. Like
incredible.
You can meet it pretty quickly with today's sort of availability of caffeine. But how they're different. So really, what it comes down to is I think caffeine has been utilized a bit more as a nootropic than it really is capable of being. What caffeine is great for is helping your brain continue to function when you are extremely fatigued. So it's really this blocking of fatigue nootropic, and that's kind of been sort of incorporated, just across the board. Um, it's not going to give you that cool, calm clarity that a flow state enhancer like Sage Extra will give you. And then I think we're all familiar with the drawbacks of caffeine, and those drawbacks come actually at a very low dose compared to what people might think it is. So around 300 milligrams, 400 milligrams of caffeine, which the most popular energy drink that's on the shelves contains 300 milligrams of caffeine in one can. So you can easily get 300 milligrams of caffeine a day, and that's going to disrupt your sleep of that night, even if you take that caffeine at 300 to 400 milligrams 12 hours before you go to bed. So caffeine does have these drawbacks of disturbing sleep. You may have experienced heightened anxiety or tension with caffeine as well, because it's working in the central nervous system, which is your fight or flight system. So you're basically putting your body into a more alert, as in, I'm being hunted by something sort of
Wow.
state when you're having caffeine. Sage Extra does not work in the central nervous system in the same mechanism of action as caffeine. So you're not going to get these drawbacks that you would be having with caffeine when you use Sage Extra.
That's good to hear. That is great to hear. Kieran and Eric, do you have any questions for Alexis here?
I was just wondering, is this supplement something that you're kind of supposed to take over time and have it build up in your system, or is it like just take it before you have some event like a chess tournament,
You
or
can
something
you
like that?
you don't have to have it build up in your system. You can just take it right before an event, just like caffeine, and
Oh, okay.
you won't create this what's the word I'm looking for? You can get, basically used to the effects of caffeine, where you continue to build and build and build, and you're not going to have that same sort of numbing effect, and have to keep having more and
Oh
more
yeah.
of Sage Extra. Yeah. But thanks for asking.
Last
Thank you.
question. I have one more question for you here, Alexis, before we let you
Sure.
go. Is Sage Extra good for long-term brain health? We all want to know, especially when you're taking any type of supplement, especially for brain health. Is it good for long-term brain health? Can you elaborate?
Yes, yes. Sage Extra contains, like I said, it's standardized to one potent antioxidant, but it actually contains many compounds that are fantastic for brain health just overall. There have been studies on actual human brain cells showing that Salvia officinalis and Sage Extra, the sage that Sage Extra is created from, and Sage Extra specifically, both have anti-inflammatory effects in these cell studies on human brain cells. So that's a fantastic action for long-term brain health, amidst other things that I can't really talk about because we're not supposed to talk about disease states in the dietary supplement world. But all of this research is published. If you go and look up Salvia officinalis, that is the sage that we create Sage Extra from, the species. And then Sage Extra also has its own published research as well.
That is incredible, Alexis. You've wowed us again. Every time I hear it, I know the answers to this stuff. I'm like, that's why I take it. Exactly, Alexis.
It's
Very
good
nice.
stuff. It's
Very
good
good.
stuff.
Well, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Alexis, for your time
Thank you.
today and answering our questions. Do you have anything you want to say to the chat that's watching before we leave today?
Uh, no, just we are a company that takes quality of dietary supplement ingredients seriously. So if you have any questions about Sage Extra, you're more than welcome to reach out to Stratum Nutrition, my company, directly on our website. We're more than happy to answer any questions that you might have on the ingredient. I know from helping my friends out, because I'm always the one that's being asked about which supplement should I take, which vitamin does this and whatnot, that there is so much out there that sometimes it can seem daunting. But I just want to reassure everyone that we keep the highest standards at Stratum Nutrition. We hold those standards to Sage Extra.
Thank you so much, Alexis. You hold them very high, and we are proud to have you on with us. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Alexis. Have a great one.
Thanks so much, James. Yep, you too. Bye.
Bye. All right, boys, you
Uh,
are good to
d-
go. Kieran, what you got?
could I just use the bathroom real quick?
Sure, you can take like a 3 or 4 minute break, guys, if you like.
Okay.
4 game match. 4 game match. It is a 4 game match with 2 games to go. both games have been draws. We got 2 games left, so really, I mean, shoot, they're gonna play both games. So, yeah, 2.5 wins the match. Guys, pissed. No, that's just Eric. Eric's just a quiet dude. He's just very quiet. Very, very, he's a kid too. I don't know if you guys know. He's like a kid. Like a real kid. I'm not sure. How old is he? Let me actually Google it. I'm actually curious. Okay, so not today. We won't be playing today. I'm actually curious. So, he's probably like 14. $60. Okay. 60. So not really a kid, but young enough. Yeah. He's locked. Yeah, he locked in. Locked in. Okay, yeah. Very chill dude. Very chill. Very chill. What's up, Pubs Feud? But yeah, guys, we had Alexis on. Amazing to have her as she's talking. You know, she's a real expert behind Sage Extra. I didn't even know she used the word flow state. I was like, that's what I feel. Like I literally do feel that when I'm locked in and I'm studying chess or playing chess, and I always take it before I'm about to lock in and do something like trading in the markets, which requires that to be an elite trader. You have to be locked into the markets to discipline for the right precision, the right accuracy, the right pinpoints, right, the right entries, the right timing, the right discipline, patience. It's very important. But then also with chess, same thing, bro. You gotta be locked in, find the right moves, calculate. You know, as soon as I take the product. Like I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. It really is a game changer. So highly recommend it, guys. They're giving out free bottles right now. So I don't know how long this is going on. So highly recommend. Go to my site or use my link, mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. I don't know if you get that anywhere else for free. So we are giving out some free bottles to you guys just for you to try it. I was able to pull some strings and get you guys some free bottles. So definitely check it out. It's only for U.S. If you have a U.S. address, that'd be great. If you don't, see if you can use someone else's, and they'll send it and have them send it over to you. But if you are in the U.S., you can get you a bottle for free. Mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty. Go and get yours right now. Right now, before they really run out. All right, and Kieran is back.
Okay, I'm back.
Sweet. Okay, good luck, guys. You got 2 games left. Let's go. Here we go. Games are back. Eric playing white. They go into an E4 now. Something more mainstream here. Mixing up the openings a little bit. We have an Italian game with D3. And Bishop C5 probably just castles is easy. It's all the same move orders. C3, H3, A4. Like this is, I mean, it's like automatic. A6 early. Be able to tuck the bishop away on A7. Bishop to B3, knight D2 type stuff. H3 stops bishop G4. Rook E1, knight D2. I mean, it's literally so topical, to say the least. Rook E1. Next up is stuff like knight to D2, knight F1, knight to G3 type ideas. Knight D2 can be played. This is usual stuff, boys and girls. He plays bishop C2, though, more Roy Lopez style. D4 is actually a real threat, followed by D5. So, in fact, white is setting up for fork right now. But, I mean, of course, you know, Kieran is a national master, so he's not going to fall for that, of course. And he goes D5, but almost giving up a pawn here. D5 does make this very loose. What if he attacks it again? Then queen to D6. So Kieran apparently is just not worried. I'll take with the queen, defend my pawn at the same time. I guess he could still take it. But no, there's like a bishop F2 in there. So he goes B4. See what he does with the bishop. He backs it up. Long diagonal still. I think the problem with white is, you know, you can see the problem with white as we're highlighting it. Black, on the other hand, has completed development. But this is a good move, though. This one actually attacks e5. So it seems as it could be a problem. Knight d7. I don't know. The queen feels short on spaces with knight d7. You might have to like run away that way with the queen, which isn't the most fun. But if not, I mean, this is a hanging pawn. Plays rook e8. So if knight takes e5, maybe he was threatening to move the bishop. Okay, rook a to d. Yeah, again, as I pointed out before, Black's position is just very nice for his pieces. Everything is developed. One thing that you want to be doing in your games is just get your pieces off the back rank. You got to follow all the theory from the Chessable course, right? Shout out to you guys got Chessable courses. I got another one coming out with White very soon, in fact, me and Ketty. Shout out to Ketty. Ketty Tishashvili, however you can say her name. I always say that. Tishashvili, you know. Shout out to Ketty. And then I have another one coming with Black that I'm working on as well. The one with Ketty is basically almost done. I got to go through beta testing. I got to fix whatever they say in beta testing, and then video, and then the course will be out. Very nice. Very aggressive course, too. A4 on the board. Maybe a B5 push. This is just Italian-esque, as we would say. But Black doesn't have that same play with knight G4 because of the early H3 move that happened. We also have E4 on lock. The bishop's defending stuff quite well. So we'll see what happens. What's that? Rest in peace, 29. Hello. Welcome. Four-game match, boys and girls. First to 2.5 will win. The score is 1-1, but that's after 2 games, which means the first 2 games were drawn. Evenly matched for real in this match. Evenly match, right? Real competitive stuff here. Thank you, Canty. What's up, Pub Spew? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for being part of the stream, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, it's real competitive today. Real competitive. Sometimes the other ones weren't. I mean, they're all been competitive, but sometimes just one player is just playing better than the other, where, you know, the play is different. The difference in play or strength is you know, evident that day. It's very clear. But today it's not. Today it's very even. Both games have been very even. Very even. This one I think you may get some fireworks out of because Italian games can tend to spring open a little bit later in the game, late middle games and etc. But who knows? And also the time is sort of even. I mean, no big time edge for either player. One thing we did say is you hear Kieran. Kieran was like, yeah, I took the product. Yeah, I did. And he seems confident. He's locked in. Eric feels locked in too as well, though. Eric is locked in. He didn't take the product today. A takes B5. A takes B5. Yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of moves. 94 could be one. Bishop B3, if you're wondering, actually drops a pawn. Wait, what's wrong with me taking this now? Oh, the idea. Yeah, I forgot because of this stuff. Yeah, you really don't want to do that. Maybe C4. That is a risky move. I like taking risks, though. But C4 is risky. What about knight D4 there, believe it or not? No, we just take the queen. Also, bishop's hanging. Bishop B2. What's the idea of C4 is another idea. He went knight F1. Knight E3 ideas or knight to G3. Maybe even bishop E3. Really try to get rid of what rook D1. Okay, he's defending. Bishop E3. Knight takes 8, queen and bishop. Oh, I see Bach in chat. Okay, I see you lurking, Bach. Bach lurking. You do play tomorrow, Bach. I was gonna message you back. I'll say a message. You do play tomorrow, Bach. I got the email. I got the message. Bach plays tomorrow, chat. Bach is lurking, but I outed him. I was just scrolling through, seeing who was watching. Yeah, Bach. You own tomorrow, Bach. 5 p.m. Eastern. Queen e6. Bishop takes h3 as an idea. Knight g3. Ugh, I think you still sacrifice. Take, take, take. Oh, my goodness. That's a vicious sack. Hey, wait, I think he sacks it anyway. Hold on, big fella. Talk to him nice. Don't say it twice. It almost works. It actually doesn't, though. I was like, wait, why? You know, everybody get hyped, but it doesn't work. Bishop takes, takes, right? Queen takes. The idea was queen takes g3, right? Because of the pin. But it doesn't work, right? Because after bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes, sorry, then white can go bishop to e3. Right, and after bishop takes, queen takes, even if you get knight g4 in, which is scary, I think I go back queen e2. And I don't think he can get rid of this knight off f3. It's gonna have to, you have to do something crazy, like it doesn't work. Pawn e4 doesn't work, or does it? Pawn takes the knight e5. I don't know. It was very risky. I think it doesn't work, but your white has to be so precise that it could actually work. Because the precision involved is incredibly high. I don't know. Is this on the cards now? Definitely Italian style. Try to get rid of bishop. Bishop b3 too. In fact, that's a huge threat. Knight h4, bishop b3. Huge threat. Huge. If you take with the pawn after bishop e3, can't in line yourself or I'm bugging. Yeah, but we took with the queen though. We took with the queen. That's why we didn't take with the pawn, because queen takes g3. So we take with the queen instead. Great rating matchup here. Yeah, well, in fact, I mean, what's his name? Curran is underrated. Curran actually beat Grandmaster Jesse Cry in his match with sort of the same rating-ish. So this is why, you know, okay, rating is something, but it's not everything. So, you know, sometimes people are like, how is this rating beating blah, 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 and they just cannot believe it. That's because he's underrated, which is very possible. And some people just don't play rapid, or they don't play certain kind of time controls enough, or they didn't have chances to play and showcase what the real strength could be, and etc. I definitely believe in that, and I understand that greatly. I understand that. So, but yeah, still a great match. Still a great match. Yeah, okay, yes, sir, yes, sir. Still a great match here. Bishop went back to g6 after knight g3. Eric's still in the think tank here. So is he just doesn't like this move? I'm actually curious. Is there something we missing? Maybe he's like any type of moves. E4? Are we afraid of this? I mean, I could just take it, at the very least. Yeah, I'm not h4 all day here. And then we trying to get bishop b3. There it is. Yeah, I was like, I'm going out. I would have played it a lot quicker than he did. But definitely knight h4 in it. Jedi for life always. Also, sorry for the loss. Yeah, we all lost a good one. We all did as a chess community. But yeah, we keep the good vibes. We stay positive, and that's what he want us to do, is to spread love and positivity into ourselves and into others. Good vibes only. As we are here at the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship, guys. I want you guys to get your free bottle here in the chat. We're also going through, of course, let me show you guys the bracket. Boom, we are in the quarterfinals right now. We just went through this round of 16. We are in the quarters, and when you win, you go to the semis, or if you win. And then after the semis, we go to a final. We've had so many players play already. We had a lot of matchups you guys might have missed. That's okay. If you missed some, we actually putting a lot on YouTube too as well. So if you want to go catch the other games and days, you can check right here on my socials that are on YouTube right there. Click the link in the chat if you want to see the rest. Okay, something happened. He played bishop d2, e4 played, pawn takes, knight takes. Here we go. It might be a lot of captures here. Takes. You know how it is. The Hikaru style of taking. Take, and upper juicer, right? Upper juicer. Pump for tomorrow, St. Louis Chess Club. Yeah, always. I'm always pumped for chess. Takes. Yeah, takes. Okay, knight going back to f3, rook e2, which is putting pressure on the e3 pawn. That is an annoying move. Oh my goodness. Ugh, are these my onlys? Yeah, bishop e1. I was going to point that out here. Ugly move, but I guess we can kick this rook away, or at least try and attempt to with king to f1. And again, I mean, such an even match, guys. Like, all the pieces even, pawns even, time is not, but what an even match here. Like, incredible how they have not had one win between them out of, this is the third game here. And it doesn't seem like either side is pushing to win here. This is, I mean, look, pawns on the same side, structure-wise. Pawns on the same side. Same pieces. So it's really all about activity and etc. Bishop e6. Rook d5. Attacking the pawn. Maybe he defends it. Maybe he doesn't. He probably should. We'll be giving up a pawn here. Best of 4 classical world play tomorrow. That's going to be nice. Everybody's going to be watching that. Wish Ali Reza was invited. Would be epic. Yeah. But it's good to watch the players play. That's all we want, is to get some good games out of these players and watch them play. That's all we want. It's good games from these players. Definitely would have been epic. Think tank for Kieran. Let me see. No emotion. Just calculating. No emotion. Just calculating. All right. They get chess on TV in the USA. That's right. We definitely did. And Rex, make it real. King F1, hit the rook. Rook going back. He did go with knight a7 to defend. Awkward, but kind of necessary. Now we maybe try to look to untangle. Possible. Bishop e3 I don't like that much. Bishop f4 doesn't really hit anything. Maybe it does hit the pawn and we try to get rook d7 in. Anything's going to happen in time scrambles though. Anything can happen. Having fans. Yeah, if they could have that, that'd be great. Fans on the floor. That'd be nice. I'm going to make some tea for my headache. Sounds good right about now. Tea and water, bro. Make sure you stay hydrated. You know what I mean? Make sure you stay hydrated, dude. That's more important than the tea is. Especially if it's caffeinated tea. You know? Challenger Dude says I'm not a dude. Oh! Well, sorry about that, Challenger Dude. Usually, we like 99, let's see 98, 98% of the channel are dudes. So that's kind of crazy too, because Challenger Duke is like, I'm not a dude. Oh, that's a different name there. I didn't know. I don't know how to feel about a non-COE water bottle. Yeah. But they don't have the water bottles we have in the store, in the merch store, aren't the big ones like this. This one has like 60, it just tells me 64 ounces, and I need to drink 2 a day, especially on workout days. I definitely need to drink 2 a day. On non-workout days, 1.5 is good. On workout days, I got to drink 2 of these because I'm losing more water that day, which is important. Okay, so let's go back to, yeah, so what happened last few moves? Rook went to d5, c6 hits the rook. The rook went back, bishop f4. A little dance, a little stick and move, shake and bake. Check, and knight f5. White could have some fun here. Maybe not though. Knight f5, rook d7. And okay, you know, we're fighting again. This may be another draw. All right, Jasmine Silver or Needle. Jasmine Silver Needle or Fuji Rain? Yeah, I don't know. Jasmine Silver Needle sounds like it hurts, or like, you know. It sounds like it's a pain. It's something painful about it. You know, Jasmine Silver Needle, like, you know, like a dangerous X or something. Fuji Rain, yeah, Fuji Rain for sure. We can bake, shake and bake. Let's go, Rope. What's up? Okay, I see you. Similar opposition and materials last game. Yeah. I'm like, oh wait, hold up, Gotti, hold on. Let me see. Is there any reaction? He rocked right into. I mean, he didn't even move. Talk about, is his camera frozen? He not blinking. Oh, there he is. He blinked. I mean, talk about locked in. The product really working. Oh, he lost another pawn there. That's it. That should be over. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy. Eric was able to find something in that end game. He was able to find something in that end game. This is a must-win situation. This is the final game. Will Kieran be able to win? Kieran now playing with white here, going for an open Sicilian. If he loses or draws, the match is over and Eric advances. Jasmine Silver Needle is white tea. It's a very light flowery tea. That actually sounds amazing. I've never had white tea either as well. Never had white tea. I've had obviously black tea with the caffeine, the extra caffeine, stuff like that. Never mind. What's up, Pups View? What's going on? We are going to shout out the product again as we're here because we are closing down soon as the match could be over soon. So we want to obviously push the product and talk about it. I got like 7, 8 bottles right now on hand. I'll just take 2 of that. 2 of the tablets. Kieran mentioned the taste of the tablets, which are amazing, by the way, too, as well. Got like a citrus orange type taste to it. It's really nice. Lemon flavored, actually, is what it is. Lemon flavored. These are. Get your free bottle right there, chat. In chat right there. I think this was is this a Kalashnikov Sicilian? What's this one called? Yeah, Kalashnikov. Okay. So, let's see it. Sicilian. I'm a big Sicilian fan myself. Definitely love a good Sicilian. D6, G6, yeah. Definitely love a good Sicilian and Kalashnikov. I like this already for black, I'm not going to lie. It gives me King's Indian vibes. I have castles. I have F5 coming. I'm cool with this. Yes, it's double pawns. I even go King F8. Exactly. You don't worry about any of that. Okay, maybe he could snatch his pawn. That is actually annoying. I'm not going to lie. That's actually annoying. If it's a must-win situation, Kieran definitely is making that possible here. After taking this pawn, threatening to take another one too. King can't castle. You know, I am a fan of these positions, but yeah, I need to get my king castle. I don't know what's going on here. We'll see what happens. People don't give enough credit to good physical health affecting their cognitive strength too. You can take all the supplements you want, but if you're sedentary, they won't have their full effect on you. When I'm regular at the gym, I tend to play a 24 hundo. When I'm lazy, eating garbage, and I'm constantly losing games I shouldn't. That is so well written there, GOAT viewer. Correct. As the mind deteriorates, so does the body, and vice versa. As Bobby Fischer himself has said, as the mind deteriorates, so does the body. It's important, guys, to take care of your mental and physical health. Both are incredibly important. You work on one and not the other. You know, it's possible, but it gives you it's a distraction in a way. Like, it messes you up. You won't be optimal. It's not going to mess you up. You're not optimal, right? Optimal way of doing it. And you don't have to like be an Olympian out here lifting like how I lift at the gym, young Jedi. But you can do something. Run, skip, jump rope, high intensity interval training. Do classes at the gym. Whatever. Do something while taking care of your mental health as well. And your brain health. Not just mental health, but the brain health. Click the link in chat. Let's go. Mentalathlete.gg/Jim Canty. Stop playing with them. I like the random obscure chess openings. Me too. I tell my students all the time, shout out to all my students watching, is unorthodox is the wave. Especially in this day and time where everyone knows Sicilians, or maybe not Sicilians, but Sicilians is one I do like to stick by at any given day and time. But for instance, one opening I'm doing for CHESSABLE is a more of an advanced Black Lion, which is actually d6, and e5, knight bd7, you know, knight f6, bishop b7, h6, c6, queen c7. Usually we'll go at a5 too as well. Idea of g5, knight f8 around to g6, and f4, rook g8, right? So it's a very beautiful line, but been playing that a long time. Before I was very vicious with it. I've had very vicious games, OTB and online with this black line system, beating players even up to 3K online with this opening. So yeah, it's unorthodox though. It's very unorthodox. As I love to say, unorthodox is the way. I love playing openings that people aren't studying as much, because if you know better than them, they're going to have a problem and you're going to be excited about it. Speaking of excited, I think Kieran should be excited about this position. My goodness. This is a Sicilian gone wrong. Boy, boy, boy. Man, I don't know what happened. This all seemed correct. I don't know. He must have messed up some theory here. I mean, it was just, he was so close to castling. He was about to get out of here. And then he said, psych, try again. And now we in this position where we might be going to Armageddon, boys and girls. Kind of wish I could see what the black line opening looks like. I have, is it openings 2? Okay, openings 1. Okay, openings. So there's not a so go to my YouTube, and I have a my YouTube channel is under my socials here, and you can click the link. You can go to playlists, and I put a bunch of videos up on that. I teach a lot of my students that they like unorthodox chess and stuff. This one's tough though. Black to move. Yikes. This is rough. Like, everything is just bad. Man, must win situation. And Kieran said, hold this. He said, hold my tablet. Hold my mental athlete real quick. Let me rook. Let me rook real quick, chat. Let me rook. I don't even know. Bishop of C's. I know it was bishop something. Because you want to try to get this going, but oh my goodness. What do you do after doubles? F6? That's not possible. Knight takes E5. Is he just going to resign? Maybe rook B7, but jeez. YouTube does not link to the channel? It doesn't? Let me see. Oh, yeah, right there. I just had to make sure. Okay, we're good. Yeah, you got to click that one. Yeah, try it again. I'm clicking the link right here. The YouTube at James Canty. He went for this. Wait, what? What? Bro, this is crazy. I gotta see this. Knight takes? King G7? Something like that. We here, great able to catch your life now. What's up, dog? Alphabet Chess, what's going on, bro? And then that means draw my phone. Oh, it's a phone thing? Yeah, it's all good. Okay, check it again. Alphabet Chess, what's up? Well, I hope all is well, dude. This is the Mental Athlete Chess Championship, the Rapid Chess Championship. And it's rapid. Again, with some strong players here. We have we're in the quarterfinals now. So people that win at quarterfinals matches are going into the semis. We're giving out free bottles too, bro. I don't know if you knew that yet. We're giving out free bottles, so I know you are a high performer yourself. So this is definitely, I mean, for everyone, but as a high performer, this one is something for our cognitive, which helps a lot, especially with the ingredients of sage extra, L-theanine, and cognizant. Check it out, bro. Get your free bottle. There are pickles in my trunk. Say, what's up? Yeah, what's good, dog? What's up? How are you? We are here watching, commentating on. This could be the final game, but I mean, the way that Kieran is playing right now, we might have an Armageddon. Kieran might win this one. He's playing white. It's possible, but knight takes e5. Is he going to take with the knight? Rook takes king g7. And then he's going to... I see what he did, though. That was incredible. Knight takes, knight takes. He was going to hit the bishop. And after rook takes king g7, he was going to sack the queen for the two rooks. I knew exactly what was about to happen there, which was nice. Was it FIDE? Not sure, but they're both title players. As you see there, Eric is 2368. And Kieran here is 2054 in Rapid, but he's underrated. He doesn't play a lot of Rapid on chess.com. This is actually the quarterfinals too as well. So, to say at least Kieran actually beat a GM in a 4-game match to be able to make it through to the quarterfinals here. So very strong players. I played Eric actually over the board and got a draw. I was slightly better at some point, but I was up in exchange, but it was complicated, so we drew. I was running out of time too. Eric's really strong. Plays Queen C7. That's crazy. I have YouTube too, although I don't have quite as many chess things on mine. Yeah, you want to have something, especially if you wanted to get bigger and explode. You definitely want to have a focused-based YouTube to have things to focus on your YouTube channel, so it's easier to focus. Definitely will take some water. Guys, gotta finish this today, so I will. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. Very important. 4.5 minutes here for Kieran versus 5 minutes for Eric. Okay, knight to a3, maybe knight b5. So now I have hopes. I was not expecting this move at all. I feel like this is some type of error, as this bishop isn't. Look how strong this bishop is in the center of the board. I mean, this is so good. This bishop is incredibly strong. And you move the queen out the way. Exactly. And now, I mean, black is like rock solid here. Like, this is very good for black, I believe. He's aiming at this. But how? Are you going to sacrifice the exchange? I don't know. That chances might be tough here for them. Might be different. Kimchi, thanks for the follow. What's going on? Mental health weeks, absolutely. Mental health week every day. Your blitz always falls in arenas events. What do you mean, like the GM Factory events or something? I don't actually have these. Really slow ELO 600. Yeah, I mean, you gotta study, dude. I highly recommend you gotta study. You can't just play. I don't know if you're studying anything. If you are, then okay. Now we gotta figure out what you're studying to improve. But if you aren't, that's the first place to start, is to study more than you play, is what I tell my students. There's a defense and a go gambit. I don't know what that is. The go gambit. What is, you just go? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I get it. Okay, cool. Oh, all right. You study what you missed. Yeah, it's a good thing. But also studying before studying, things that more tactics, I should say. Let's put it simple as that. Or just do CHESSABLE courses and play. I mean, in a way, yes. Not just courses, because if you're talking about opening courses, that should be 10 to 20% of your chess. Really, if you're doing CHESSABLE courses, it'd be a lot of tactics. Like insane amounts. Propane Dream, thanks for the follow. Because, the opening courses, they're not going to play everything that you study. Some stuff you'll never get, ever. Rook takes a2. Grabbing a pawn back. He grabs one too. Ooh, that knight is going to be vicious right there. Absolutely ridiculous. This knight is a menace on e6. You might have to like tuck and roll with the king. Meaning like go here and get out of the way. Let him have the square. It's yours, bro. Sorry if I offended you in any way. But I'm getting out of here. Rook here or like this. Maybe try to double and get one off. But he's going to have to get out of the way if he wants to survive here. This knight is very strong. I like Kieran finding a way to make it interesting with this knight maneuver to get back in here. Gotta be careful. Hey, James, big fan. Much love from the Bay Area, Cali. Nice. Let's go. 100 taxes a day sufficient? Yes, 100 a day is nice. I always tell students you should start with a Puzzle Rush 5-minute on chess.com and do 20, let's say, it depends on your rating or where you are, but 20 is a good starting place. But if you're doing way more than 20, let's say you're a 30 guy, you're doing 30s. Okay, cool. You do that 5 times a day, you're doing 150 puzzles in a day. All right, if you're 30, 35, you're doing 40 in a day. Okay, 40 for your run. Then you would do regular tactics, like out of a tactics book on CHESSABLE. Like a good one, like Woodpecker, forcing chess moves, Grandmaster preparation calculation, 1,000 exercises depending on your 1,000 beginner exercises depending on your level. There's some other ones too. Improve your calculation by Ramesh. Encyclopedia of Chess Combinations, which says you need to be at least a title player before you open the book, because it's that hard. Propane Dream. Hey, thanks for being with us today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just starting to add puzzles. I didn't used to play any. Yeah, you need to do it. You need to do it. It's absolutely vital to do puzzles. Guys, check out Mental Athlete here, as this is the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. Get a free bottle right now. Not sure how many we're giving out for free, but it's still there, and you still have an opportunity to get a bottle for free using that link in chat right now, mentalathlete.gg/GMCanty here. 2 minutes coming up for Eric. Bishop e5 was a really strong move. Idea, knight takes e5. It's going to be happening anyway, I see, it seems. Queen c7, maybe knight takes e5, knight takes e5, rook takes. And rook takes b2, though. He chose rook takes b2 first. Nice little tactical move. Kodamek, thanks for the follow. Any advice for players who are a lot stronger on online blitz and OTB? My bullet is even higher. Yeah, you have to your online blitz is stronger. Yeah, you just gotta keep playing and studying. Studying is always the answer. Always the answer. And as you get stronger, it's a little bit more of everything now. Model games, stuff like that. Where do they ship the mental health bottle? They send it to your house. If you are in the U.S., I hope you're in the U.S. If not, if you have a U.S. address, then you're good. You should be able to get something. Only U.S. Yes, but if you have someone in the U.S., then it is free. But you want to get it to someone that you may know in the U.S. if you can use their address, and then get that shipped out. Duolingo actually is nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, guys, I have Duolingo. Uso Duolingo, right? Para Español. Aprender. I'm like 800 days on Duolingo, so learning Spanish. But I got the chess one too, so I'm like, oh, the chess thing it's actually nice. Like I was impressed by what they teach you on chess. What would you study from 1750 to 2000? A lot of tactical work, insane, and I mean like books. Not just regular tactics, but tactic books are nice to read, and also openings too as well. Finished dual chess in a day. I think I did the same, but they added more. Like literally in the last week, they added more, and I was like, oh, these are new. Because sometimes I just do the chess one because I don't feel like doing my Spanish just to get my streak for the day. So I'll do one of them, but they just did a different one. I think it's some new stuff on there. I study Italian on Duo. Nice. Yeah, I do Spanish. I think Black is in the game still, but he's got to move if he wants to win. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Let's go. Trying to learn Brazilian. Portuguese is very hard to learn language. Absolutely. I was saying doing it with Spanish. Yeah. Spanish is nice. Yo hablo español, mi amigo. Sí, sí. Sí, vamos. Nosotros aquí. Vamos. Rook g5 is defending. I think he's going to be okay. Him meaning Kieran might be forcing an Armageddon. This would be our first. And if that happens, there'll be one more game here where they're actually going to bid for time. It's possible. Let's see what happens, though. This may be over. h4, strong move. Threatening h5. You can try king h8. Oh, no, he could mate it. That might be GG. King g7. King g7. If h5, then you go king h6. Oh, that's mate. Oh, my goodness. He get mates a knight of 7. He's gonna try it. Knight f7 mate. Oh wait, no, it's not. Okay, wait, it's close. Takes. Yeah, he's just lost. He's just lost. Like he's getting mated. Rook f7. Wait. Oh, rook e6 or something. Because it's defending and hitting mate. Yeah. Resignation. I'm going to get ready to these guys that we have ourselves an Armageddon. There it is. GG's, guys. This is our first Armageddon. You guys are the first to make it to Armageddon. Great games. How we're bidding here is you can either have the time. We would prefer you to write it down on a piece of paper anywhere near you or so. And of course, you can bid up to obviously up to 10 minutes. Lowest bid wins, and you win the bid. You obviously can get you can choose your color, but we would usually it's black. You get black, and then we get the draw odds. So obviously but you'll have less time. I think with that, I'm not sure. The annoying thing about that is maybe having to wait because I just realized I can't do it myself. I don't know if you guys know the setting to delete your time. Let's say you guys bid 7 minutes or something. Besides like editing your time, you might have to just wait out the clock, which is kind of annoying, but I think that'd be the only way. You guys, this is the first Armageddon we've had, so we still need to bid anyway to make it fair. So you can just write down your time and then we'll put it up and we'll go from there.
Can I get another really quick bathroom break, please?
Sure.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, I just realized that. Like, I can't edit the time. So, there's nothing I can do. I can't even edit the time. So, I don't know how. Let me see if I can, like, really look that up real quick. Can I, like, exit out of time or something? Like, how to edit my time?
So we write the time that we want to start with?
Yeah, you write the time that you want to start with. Obviously, if you want white, that like you go to 10-minute type of thing, but it's really up to you. Whoever wins that bid will get black, and you get the draw odds. So it draws a win,
Okay.
win is a win. But the problem here is I just don't have the setting myself to change the times on the bid. So we would either have to wait, or unless someone knows how to
Oh,
do
uh,
the editing of the
the,
time.
yeah, the problem is if we wait, the game might abort automatically.
Ah, that's very strange. Interesting. That is something I've never had to do, in fact.
Is there like, are there like regulations for the match?
No, there's no regulation. So I think what we'll have to do, this is just a rare case. Like, you guys are the only Armageddon.
Oh,
So I think you guys, instead of Armageddon, you might as well just play another game. Just play until final win, rather than anything else. First win, I guess. What? Because we don't have anything else. We can't. We don't. I can't edit the time. So I guess it's the
but
next
like,
win. But we have to come to an agreement between you guys, obviously, because it's all 4 games have been
yeah,
well, it's a draw match.
yeah. So wait, is there like like it says that it goes to Armageddon if it's a tie?
Yeah, that's what our rules were.
Uh,
Armageddon for tie. Yeah, Armageddon for
I
tie.
mean, one thing we could do is we could just both play the first moves and then wait,
Is that
because
Eric?
then I don't think it would abort.
Okay. What about
Um,
you, Eric? Do you think that's okay?
Yeah.
That's cool with you? Okay, perfect. Sounds good. So, if you have your times that you can show in the camera
okay.
when you're ready.
Yeah.
And
Um,
okay, right. That is 7:54 and 6:39. 6:59.
okay.
Okay. All right. So Eric, obviously you have black. And okay,
Yeah.
you guys go from you can just do I guess what you guys were saying, make the moves, and then wait
Yeah,
till
I
the
guess we
time
can
window.
do I guess we can do a rematch and then abort and then rematch because if we rematch right now, I'll get
Yeah.
white again. I mean black, but we could all, I don't know. I mean, also Eric, I think you could send me a challenge where I have white.
Sounds good. Okay, guys, Armageddon is live. Armageddon is live. So Eric can make. He has got to make a move. Where okay, there we go. All right. So he's going E5, knight F3, and now yeah, Eric can just wait it out. So he has 659. So he's just taking a sip of water, chilling. So he's got to wait like 3 minutes here, and yeah, we just vibe. But this is the last game, Armageddon, guys. This is the tiebreaker. There will be a winner. If Eric draws, he wins. If Eric wins, he wins. If Kieran wins, he wins. That's it. It's kind of like a must-win. It is not kind of. It's a must-win for Kieran, and it's a must-not-lose for Eric. You don't have to win. You can draw and win. Usually, this is why when you win the bid, you'll be the one that generally would take the black pieces. We've normalized a lot of that in Armageddons, and the reason for it is because, when you win with black, you win. If you draw with black, you win. It's a 2-for-1 in a way, but you can still lose. And the caveat is you having less time. So he's going to start basically this game at 6:59. I just don't have the power on the back end to actually edit the times here to be able to set that up. And I don't know. I know there's something that I've seen before where you can subtract your own time, but maybe not. Because I guess you can add time. Because subtracting time, you could probably subtract all your time and like lose time, something crazy. Like, I mean, I don't know why you would do that, but like, hey, minus 8 minutes on my clock. Like, why would you do that? So the problem is we just can't set that up. So we're manually doing it where once 6:59 hits, then Eric Liu will make his move and start finishing up this game here. But he's going to have to move quite fast. Hey, Thor Chess, hold on, man. Let me holler at you real quick, boy. I see you, big dog. Oh, I gotta like take this thing and like. Okay, there we go. Okay, game is started. So man, 7 in here too. We got a party in here. Hold up. I'm just fixing this thing. Okay. All right, boys. What's up? Hey, Thor Chess. Hello, Mr. World Champion. Hola, chat. Hola, mi amigo. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Nosotros aquí. Vamos. Vamos. Nosotros está aquí. Pyramento Athlete Rapid Chess Invitational Championship. Con what is it? Jugamos? Something like that. Con something. But welcome, dude. Yo, we here. We got some free bottles going out too as well. So man 7. What's up, dog? What's good? Tommy Shelby. Chess by support. That's exactly. I mean, listen, Tommy, I've been promoting that for a long time. I've been telling people that for a long time. I think they're starting to come around finally. They don't want to match me up, though. They don't want to match up with me. But I have been telling people that for a long time. Excuse me. Tommy, get you a free bottle, bro. I don't know if you're in the U.S. or not, though. Here it is. Boom. I got bottles on bottles here. Absolutely. I take my 2 tablets per day. Today, actually, I missed my morning doses. I was sleeping in. Got a little bit of rest. I'm in a state called Michigan. You in Michigan, Tommy? Where you at? Where are you, Tommy? I didn't know that. Are you really in Michigan? Near Yipsy? Wow. That's crazy. Get you a bottle, too, by the way, Tommy. While we're, fill that out. You know, click the link and fill it out. What? Near Yipsy. Wait, what city, though? Like, what city? Are you in a small town or something? A6, knight of 6. So we got a Roy. Time is already evening out. You can't dox yourself. Wow, that's crazy, Tommy. That's crazy. Yeah, you know, I'm in Utica or Shelby Township generally. I bounce around between Sterling Heights. I have a place in Sterling Heights and a place in Utica, Shelby Township. So been here a while. Loving Michigan. One thing I don't love, obviously, is our snow and car insurance. Yeah, the Indian Township. Yeah, I figured that. I figured they nailed after you. That's exactly what I think about every time. I'm like, it's Tommy's town. Like, dang, man. Okay. So bishop g7 with bishop g5 is h6. h6 played very quickly because knight d5 would be super annoying. And Eric here would love a draw. He would like, bro, trade everything off. Please trade everything off. This is a very solid structure here for black. Even though he has the double C pawns, the base is usually the weakest pawn out of the pawns. So, but I know he's feeling real good about what he's given. So h6, maybe the bishop could go back to e3 or d2 or h4. Let's see where he goes. He actually takes, though. He takes. Knight d5, I just go back. Yeah, I'm just going to go back to g7. Like nothing happened. c6 is going to kick the knight away. There's a castles in f5. Very possible here where it feels like black can be the one really pressing for more, especially after castles in f5. Okay, a4. Yeah, I'm probably just getting out the way. With a castle. Time is kind of evened out here. And that's a problem if you're the one playing for a big win here with white, because you want to keep that time edge as big as possible. So when you're bidding for that time, as Eric did, he says, I want to have draw odds. So that means, you know, I draw, I win. And if I win, I win. But he also started with 6 minutes and 59 seconds. And now look at that. Within 20 seconds here, that time has been eaten up. So it's almost like a free result in a way from Eric, or Eric handed to Eric from Curran. I mean, still obviously all three results are possible. But if I'm Eric here, I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm like, oh, all right, you know, that time edge is nothing anymore. It's diminished. In fact, now I officially have more time. Even though I'm the one with started with less time, but he has to draw odds once again. Rook b8, f5, c6. Kieran on the other hand, I mean, I was thinking, yeah, I'm hyper aggressive, so that's how I play chess. Hyper aggressive. g4, king h2, knight e3, rook g1. Like, I don't care about nothing. Just mate him. How? I don't know. Just throw all your pieces at him. Hope that it works. You just made him. How? I don't know. Just do it. Okay, knight e3. Maybe g4. Knight to g4. Okay, queen d7. Where is he going? Maybe he wants like a b4, like a ROSSOLIMO type setup. Maybe he does something like this. I'm more for playing slow and defensive. You know, and that's, there's a friend of mine, international master, works for chess.com. I won't say his name, but you know, you all know him, and he works for chess.com, international master. And he's a good friend of mine. We grew up through chess together. And I remember we had a conversation. He was like, "Yeah, man, I just love a game where, like, you know, I get to I make him move for 50 moves and he can't move anything, and it's just a positional grind." And I was like, "Bro, what? Bruh, that's terrible. I don't know nobody want to play that. He want to play a game where it's slow and methodical and he can't move anything for 50 moves." I was like, "Bro, that's torture for me. Like, I just want to, you know, mate very fast. You know, tactical blows and combinations. Fast play. That's my type of play." So everyone has their style. Everyone has their style of play. Everyone has stuff that they like to play and the ways that they like to play. So I totally understand if you like that type of style of play. And I have students that I have to coach differently than my own natural style, but I've had to learn both styles myself. So I can play a positional grind if I have to, usually using 3 questions, which is what are the weaknesses in the position, what's the worst place piece, what's my opponent's idea from Grandmaster Preparation, positional play, and also there's some other books I've read too as well. You know, this is positional decision making, something like that from Gil Fan, a few other ones, Reassess Your Chat. Like, but everyone has their style. You mean I like the slow positional, but it does work. Absolutely, it does work. Absolutely, that's why you have to stay true to yourself. If you're a slow positional player, don't try to play no King's Indian. Don't try to play a Grunfeld. It's not going to work for you. You're going to be out of your element. Queen's Gambit decline, semi-Slav, Queen's Indian. Absolutely, go for it. Absolutely. Correct. By the way, time is getting lower for Kieran here with having 3.5 minutes here. Knight to c4. Rook b7, doubling, but doubling doesn't work because knight takes a5. Position is getting a little bit heated here. d5. It looks like Eric may be on the better end of this game so far with the middle game. Getting a little bit locked up. Pawns in the center of the board. This knight was pretty strong, bouncing around a lot. cg5, g4 coming. You can see sort of King's Indian style here. g4. If h4, we go g3. g4 is definitely going to open some things up, and this rook is ready to swing over, almost like a King's Indian. Bishop to f6 and rook to g7. King's Indian defense, one of my favorite openings. Beat my first Grandmaster over the board with this opening, King's Indian, so I hold it dear to my heart always. Bishop f6, rook to g7, and g4 type ideas look really strong. Really strong here. Kieran, on the other hand, may be trying to shut that down with a rook b3. Bishop f8, rook b3 maybe. Anyway, oh no, that would be a blunder. Takes, and then take this pawn. Queen would be hitting it too. c4, shutting that down. d4 may lock it up. He might want to go for it, and he does. d4. Now we have this pawn break with g4, where black seems to be better. Rook a8 defends the pawn. Maybe queen d2 could attack it. Hope he misses. Kieran here under the time of Eric. Eric being basically a minute on time, even though he started with more time. Eric had This is Armageddon here. This is a must-win situation. Doesn't look great for Kieran here as a must-win. It's not losing, but you have to win or you're out. Unfortunate here because this is Armageddon. It was a completely even match. 2-2. 4-game match. Kieran, 2 points. Eric Liu, 2 points. So this is Armageddon. Black wins, you win. Draw, you win. So white has to win here. Easier said than done. Queen d2 hitting the a5 pawn, as we pointed out before. There's a few moves he can play. This was one. Rook a7 defending, and rook b4 was another. f3 entices g4 almost. But wait, he said, I don't have to do anything. Oh my goodness. h4, what a move. He just locked down the game. Oh my goodness. That was brilliant by Eric, saying, all I need is a draw, bro. He might even go rook b4 and just sit here. And that's what he's doing. He might let it, and he might even let him capture and put the rook on a5 and shuffle into infinity, which he doesn't. But b4 never works, which means we have ourselves a draw. There's no breakthrough. That was incredible. In fact, that was just more of aggressiveness here, g4. But like Challenger Duke says, the play slow and defensive way. That's what's happening right now. Rook e4, you just don't do anything. This is a draw. Restrain, blockade, destroy. Yeah. No, this is a draw. You could even keep the rook on b4. You could literally keep it here. And after takes, when the rook moves, you put the rook on a5. And it's a draw by repetition. And the game is over. Unbelievable. That was incredible. Great games, guys. Great games. Congratulations, Eric. Congratulations as well, Kieran. Very strong play from both of you guys. You can talk chess and you can leave when you're ready. Good games.
Yeah, you outplayed me in that last one.
Yeah, I think, that was a long match.
Yeah.
I think the first game, it seems like I was winning for like a little bit, but otherwise it was just about equal.
Yeah. The second game I thought was about equal, but I think the third game I didn't look back. I feel like I should have been better at some point. Even when we went into that end game, I missed bishop e1 after rook e2, but I feel like there's no way I should be worse there, right? Or no?
I thought I was pretty solid though,
Oh, really? Okay.
because the c3 pawn's it's impossible to attack. So yeah, I mean,
that's true.
fine there, I think.
And then the fourth game, I made a mouse slip at some point when I went knight a3. I meant to go queen a3, but I don't know. I mean, I think I was
The opening there.
yeah, because I got the queen a4, queen a7.
Pretty sure I just took on d5 too early. That was just bad.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah.
GG's, guys. Eric, you made it through to the semis. Congratulations, Kieran. Congratulations again. Good games, guys. You are good to go.
Congrats, Eric.
Have a good day.
Bye.
You.
Bye. Well, all right. Okay. Yo, guys. Hey, love all of you, man. We're feeling good. Stuff is awesome. That's it for today. This match is over. Eric Liu makes it on. He makes it through to the semis, to the semifinals. Blitz time. No. Arctic Bear, you crazy. What's the Arctic Bear? Blitz time. No, not today. We have some other stuff I have to do. Intend to. But we will be getting some bullet up in the near future here. 30-second chess, as we love over here. In the meantime, guys, we're going to take a look at the bracket. Here's the bracket. Round of 16 already happened. Quarterfinals, we're finishing up. Semifinals, and then the final. Last few days are here, guys. Last few days are here. At the end of the day, thanks for being here for the event. As always, this is the Mental Athlete Rapid Chess Championship. It was chill. Felt like it was going to keep going. Yeah, it was very chill, right? Very chill. Of course, we got more tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. 5 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be back. In the meantime, guys, go get your bottle of Mental Athlete. If you haven't already, go get yours too, guys. They're giving out bottles for free, for absolutely free. So I want you to go get yours. Don't play around with them. Get your free bottle. I don't know how long they're going to be free anymore. So, go get you a free bottle, guys. Okay? Right there in chat, mentalathlete.gg/JimCanty. Get a free bottle as they're still free right now. I use them every day. And I can say nothing but good things about them, especially with the science behind it that you can find on the site too if you want to do your own reading on it. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be talking more product and looking at more chess. Until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. You already know. Greg, yo, what's up, Greg? Why am I always late to the party, Greg? You're always late, bro.
Bruh.
Come on, Greg. My leg. Get it together. We'll be back here tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Greg, click the link in the chat, Greg. You're late, okay? You're late. Have a good night. All right, D Price. Hey, man, people coming out today, bro. That's crazy. D Price out here, too. Yo, click the links in chat, boys. Mentalathlete.gg/JimCanty. Be back, 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. I'll see you then.